Hello, and welcome to Mission Multiplier. Today, we're continuing the conversation about how you can use the attitudes of nonprofit donors to really strengthen your communication. How do we match the way people think and feel and what they believe with the stories that we have to share so that they're moved and motivated to help support our mission? So in the last video, we talked about the empathetic supporter. And as a refresher, Fieldtrip conducted custom research to understand how nonprofit supporters make decisions and decide to give to nonprofits, specifically organizations in the social sector. And we identified 3 different types of attitudes: empathetic, skeptical, and disconnected. So today we're going to talk about those skeptical supporters, and even though the name sounds negative, they are still supporters. So self-identified that yes, they contribute, they volunteer, they donate. So we can't ignore this group. It's also about a third of the total giving population. So we all need to pay attention to anyone who considers himself a supporter. And so the motivations for skeptical supporters are a little different. They think that the primary reason that they, and they project that onto others, give to nonprofits is because it's a sign that they're a good person. There's a bit of pity involved, and they're more motivated by the recognition they might receive, or if not external recognition, at least how they now think about themselves as doing good. They think that needing help from a nonprofit is usually a result of making bad choices. So if people didn't make bad decisions, then we wouldn't need to help them as much. And when they look at beneficiaries, they think that those individuals in need are very different. They probably brought their challenges on themselves, and there's really a limit to how much we should help someone. I'm not advocating that these are the right ways to think, but this is their kind of innate framework when they're thinking about supporting a nonprofit. So how can we communicate best with this group? Well, their motivations are going to be about recognition. While you'll see that's third on this list, it's definitely not least important. And I'll go in reverse. It's important that we always remember the hero of our stories is the beneficiary. It's not ourselves, the organization, it's not our mission, and it's definitely not our donors. But we can share our recognition as being the mentor, the wizard, the Dumbledore, if you will, that helps the hero of the story find their way. And the donor plays a journey. So let's share that and recognize that together we're helping heroes find their way. So case studies, success stories that have both the human element and the quantifiable details that shows that success is possible, and that we're making progress, show the outcomes, and transparent reporting. So they want to know how their money is being used. In fact, they put greater value on how their actual donation is being used as opposed to studying upfront and looking at impact reports or financial reports and determining like what's the history of this organization. Those details really only matter when it comes to their specific gift. So if we take a moment to imagine a story starter for the skeptical supporter, we want to talk about their donations at work, how it's made a difference, and how we couldn't do it without them. So in the past year, or whatever framework of time, your support has enabled us to reach these milestones, benchmarks, start this program, help this many people, and so report on how their dollars were used. Use case studies, as I said before, a financial breakdown with detailed use. This is a long topic that I could get into, but avoid temptation to talk about mission dollars and overhead dollars. Don't go there with this group. And impact metrics. So using clear examples of the difference that is being made And in your invitation to them, reiterate that continued support, not a one-time gift, but continual investment is what matters and what helps us make progress against this big, complex social issue. And, then you can link to kind of those larger, more traditional impact reports. So remember, the skeptical supporter is still a supporter and one that we can't afford to ignore, but we need to remember to connect the complex situations of the people that we help who are in need and show accountability on how we're making progress and how we're being good stewards of their donation. Recognize them as a co-partner, if you will, in helping people in their own personal journey. In the next video, we'll take a look at disconnected supporters and how our communication can influence those attitudes. And if you're eager for more videos, visit wearefieldtrip.com/nonprofits, or you can do /research and get full access to the executive summary of our donor attitude research, along with a live visualization of the survey data. Thanks for watching.